If you're over 40 and dreaming about early retirement, everyone will tell you how much you need to save. They'll bombard you with investment strategies and compound interest calculations. But here's what nobody talks about. While you're obsessing over your savings rate, you're actually running out of something far more precious than money, and that is time. Time to live and enjoy your life. When we talk about retiring early, most people fixate on the numbers, but I think it's mainly about freedom. Freedom to use our time optimally for our own enjoyment. Hi, I'm Dr. Shamim Nazir. In this video, I'm going to share with you 6 things that will give you true freedom. And when you have that, the numbers will follow. Number 1 is to stop trying to prove yourself. I know there's so much pressure in our culture to look accomplished, to feel like we measure up, to show the world we've made it. And it's not even about trying to look rich. It often comes from a deeper place of wanting to feel worthy, respected, or successful. And honestly, I felt the same pull myself. It wasn't really about looking good. It was about convincing myself that all the years of hard work, training, and sacrifice were paying off. However, if your sense of worth is tied to appearances or even accomplishments, you'll never feel like you have enough. The goalpost keeps moving. But the moment you stop playing that game, everything changes. You spend less, you need less, and you stress less. The math is simple. Lower expenses mean you don't need nearly as much money to retire, and you can reach your goals years or even decades earlier than you thought. So the sooner you stop trying to prove your worth to the world, the freer you'll be. Not only will you accumulate wealth faster, you'll also buy back your time, and that's what really matters. Having the freedom to live on your own terms, not by some idea of success. Number 2, identify and prioritize your values. Research consistently shows that people who live in alignment with their own values report higher levels of satisfaction and happiness. The truth is, our time, attention, and energy are limited resources, just like money. They need to be allocated wisely. And if you're thinking about retirement, chances are you've already spent half of your allotted time on this earth. The question is, how do you want to spend the rest? I learned this lesson the hard way. In 2021, I was burned out, working full-time in the ER, picking up extra shifts, and constantly feeling like I was behind. On paper, I was doing well, but inside I knew I wasn't living according to my values. That's when I made the decision to shift into locum tenens work. It gave me the flexibility to choose my schedule, spend more time with family, and build my company, the Doctor Investor. It wasn't just about money anymore. It was about aligning my life with what I truly cared about: freedom, service, and creating impact. For a bit of a reality check, I love the tool Your Life in Weeks by Tim Urban on waitbutwhy.com. You can plug in your birth date and see a grid of the weeks you've already lived and how many remain if you live to 90. It's powerful because you can literally see your days are numbered. Every square is a week you don't get back. So the challenge becomes, are you spending those weeks on what truly matters to you? This is your chance to honestly reflect and define your priorities. For some, that might mean more time with family. For others, it could be travel or volunteering, or maybe pursuing a long-ignored passion. Whatever it is, do what matters to you. Because when your values guide your choices, both your retirement and your life feel richer, no matter how much money is in the bank. Number 3, prioritize your health. The most valuable retirement asset isn't your brokerage account, it's your health. When you're managing chronic conditions like diabetes or heart disease, medical bills pile up fast, draining those precious retirement funds. According to Fidelity Investments, in 2022, a 65-year-old couple will spend over $300,000 on healthcare costs alone over the course of their retirement. Imagine saving all that money just to spend on hospital visits instead of adventures. Taking care of your health today is like earning compound interest. Its benefits multiply and grow over time. Because it's not just about the financial cost of poor health. When your health declines, so does your freedom. The travel you've dreamed of, the hobbies you wanted to explore, even the simple joy of staying active. Those opportunities shrink if your body can't keep up. That's why it's essential to move, exercise, and care for yourself now. Number 4, value time more than money. Myron Golden once said, "How wealthy I am is not determined by how much money I have, but rather how much time I have." Think about that for a moment. No amount of money can buy back the years you spent stuck behind a desk, when you could have been out climbing mountains, exploring new places, or simply being with the people you love. We're told to sacrifice today for tomorrow, to grind now so we can rest later. But life doesn't come with guarantees. Waiting for someday often means missing the chance to live fully today. Yes, you might have more money if you work until 70, but is it worth losing your active years? The years when your body is strong, your mind mind is sharp, and your spirit is ready for adventure? The reality is this: people who make space for joy, relationships, and experiences along the way often need less money in retirement because they're feeling fulfilled already. So the answer isn't working yourself into exhaustion and hoping for freedom later. It's about balance. Protect your future, yes, but don't forget to live your present. Number 5, clean up and clean out relationships. This goes beyond decluttering your closet. I'm talking about decluttering your commitments, your relationships, and especially your mindset. Everyone talks about financial freedom, but nobody mentions the most important freedom: psychological freedom. Freedom from worry, from toxic relationships, and unhealthy situations. These things can affect you far more than money ever could. They rob you of your peace of mind. Studies show that people who have strong, healthy social connections live longer, report greater happiness, and even enjoy better physical health in retirement. Meanwhile, those stuck in conflict, negativity, or isolation face higher risks of depression, anxiety, and even cognitive decline. That's right, the people you surround yourself with literally affect how your brain functions as you age. What's the use of retiring with a big nest egg if you're constantly stressed, weighed down by toxic commitments, or surrounded by people who don't support you? Compare that to someone who has less wealth but a circle of uplifting relationships. Which retirement would you want? So as you prepare, don't just focus on your financial portfolio. Take inventory of your relationship portfolio. Ask yourself, who energizes me, who drains me, and what commitments no longer serve me? Because true freedom in retirement isn't just about having money in the bank. It's about having the mental space and the right people around you to enjoy it with. And this takes us to number 6, prioritizing social connections. While you're working, your days are full: coworkers, meetings, and deadlines. But once you finally win back that hard-fought time freedom, what happens then? Are you prepared for the hours and days with no built-in community? For many people, work is their primary source of social connection. Take that away and retirement can feel surprisingly empty. Without a strong network of friends or community, isolation creeps in, and with it, a much higher risk of depression. In fact, research shows retirement changes our social roles and daily interactions. That can leave people feeling vulnerable. As psychologist Roger Wall suggested, nurturing relationships and being part of a community are powerful tools to improving mental health. But of course, building and maintaining relationships takes effort, just like saving for retirement. But the good news, the dividends of friendship are even better. They pay out in happiness and better health. Because retirement isn't just about financial security, it's about life satisfaction. The strongest investment you can make right now is not in stocks or real estate, it's in people. Because when money and time freedom finally come, the real question is, who will you share it with? So in summary, retirement is about more than just having enough money. It's about optimizing your experience. Don't let the fear of running out of money let you run out of time to enjoy your life and the people in it. I hope that was helpful, and thanks for watching.